Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of The Outer Worlds. Last time we finally met up with the Prophet of Profitability and all her cult members. One of the cult members, I guess who's kind of her second in command, Aaliyah, told us a little bit about her, saying that she's very unappreciative, even though she's like saying like, yeah, she said I'm going to get my own wing, like a whole other area of the building, like eventually, which I've been with her 4 years now, and I'm sure she's still got on her mind, blah, 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 right? She also said that she also mentioned that she saw the Prophet at some point earlier exiting the building with what looked to be a bag, a big bag, with what seemed to be a body in there. It's what it looked like. Like it was shaped like a body. So we confronted the Prophet, and she's like, no, I've never talked to Helen. Or not never. I haven't talked to Helen recently since the public feud, which she maintains is not a feud at all. It was just a misunderstanding. But we caught her in a lie on that because on her terminal we saw that Helen Ruth had contacted her saying that she wanted another session with her. So we caught her in a lie there. She also said that... you know, like, we asked her about the bag that she was carrying out. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it's clothing. Like, what else could it fucking be, right? So, we went out and searched, and sure enough, it looked like the bag was gone, but it looked like a body was laying there, as we could see from our analyzer. We confronted her again, and she's like, fine, I was the one that killed her. Unintentionally. Helen was here for a session, and gave her, like, extra herbal smoke, and it looked like she had died. So she put the body in a bag and tossed her out. What we don't know is what happened to Helen afterwards, because the body wasn't there. Although the Prophet maintains that she wanted to go to jail for it, because she believes that if we don't, this is bribing material for, like, her competitors. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. We also turned in the keys, and yeah, there was a side quest about a land ownership that pissed me off because things went sour unintentionally. But anyways, so we're gonna go talk to Woolrich. We're gonna confront him. What are we gonna confront him about? Helen's poisoning is revealed. The Spencer is the most likely culprit. I forget exactly how we know this.
The brochure.
And then there's a few things we need to talk to Ludovic about.
Like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Woolrich.
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
So, a quick question. What was it you wanted with the Terror Ray bile gland?
What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's, an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror Ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
Found a bottle of tainted liquor. Might have had something to do with your poisoning.
That, yes. Yes. I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints.
I also have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
If the thyroid gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense.
Glad you saw it too.
As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Oh, this should be good.
Just listen to me, please. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
Yeah, you really seem like a toxicologist. Or maybe you played one on the Aetherwave.
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What would you want me to say instead?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
No. I'm gonna tell him the truth.
What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us? No one. That's who. There will be nothing on the Aetherwaves but serials starring mechanicals. I hope it's worth it. You hold my fate in your hands, Inspector. I hope you'll do the right thing. If not for me, then for the fans.
Yeah. Okay, before I talk to Ludovico about all this stuff, because I think this is the end. That's what it seems like. I could be wrong. Investigate botanical gardens. I want to get this done.
What floor would you...
The exit. So again, it's clearly underneath. I just don't know how to get there. Oh my god, and I think the game's acting up again. I'm really sorry, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, much better. Like, is there a way around that I'm not aware of? Is it in here? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Is this where we came from before? Looks like it. Orc assignment list. A slug employee schedule. Under Crew C, Purpleberry Orchards and Connector Complex. Someone has scratched out a name and replaced it with Evan O'Connell's. Let's go back up. Search room A2. Was that the one that was locked? That was the one that had like that giant parasite in it, didn't it? Like the big one. By the way, you're welcome, guys, for clearing out this area for you.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, we saw this last time.
Inspector, I've detected a structural anomaly within a 0.8 meter radius of this locked door.
Does the door have a weak point? Should I try to smash through it?
The structural anomaly is not present in the design of the door. Please direct your attention to this nearby floor panel. This floor panel is 0.3 millimeters shorter than regulation length,
I do see it.
suggesting unauthorized modification.
I'll bear that in mind. Yeah, I see that. So what does that mean exactly? So how do I get in there? Okay, this one I'm actually going to look up. Because I don't want to spend another, like, hour looking around this whole complex. Oh, apparently the A2 keycard is, like, here. Ah, there we go. Underneath the loose floor panel is a slightly dirty keycard for room A2. Ah. Clever, clever.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead.
No kidding. The man had a giant slug crawling on him. He did?
Per additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
Are you telling me he wasn't killed by giant murder slugs?
That is correct. Evan was not killed by Iridanium gigaseus. However, Iridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue.
So what did kill him?
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
Check for signs of foul play.
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Interesting. Sounds like Evan might have been doing a little brawling.
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
I bet money Amelia is type A.
Medical records indicate Amelia Stillwell's blood is indeed type A. Great work, Inspector.
I think it's time we talked with Miss Stillwell.
If you wish to question Amelia Stillwell, Slug's scheduling records indicate that she is presently on duty at the pilot house checkpoint.
So, with the giant slug, I'm guessing... Because there was a point I remember I was walking around here and all of a sudden a giant slug just appeared out of nowhere, like in front of me. I'm guessing it glitched out of there and out here. So, okay. We want to talk with Stillwell. Is Stillwell the one that gave us this assignment, this case? I can't remember.
This'll be quick.
Fight!
Yeah, that's funny.
The hell?
Trying to infect me with your
easy now.
Good. Feels fun.
Feels good. Feels fun. What's wrong, friendo? Cat got your tongue? I just wanted to make you smile.
Anyways.
Non-slug personnel aren't permitted on the pilot house. Can I help you with something?
I need to ask you some questions regarding your coworker, Evan O'Connell.
Sure. He in trouble or something?
Yes, dying on corporate property is strictly prohibited.
Is this a joke? You're telling me Evan's dead and that's your concern? What is wrong with you?
Sorry, I've seen a lot of bodies in my work. It gets to you.
Well, I can understand that. I guess.
I was being more...
Can I ask what happened?
I was kind of being more accusatory. I didn't mean for her to take it like being sarcastic. You tell me. You're the one who took him to A2.
Because he got drunk on the job. He was supposed to haul crates with me, but he was sauced. So I took him to the hotel to sleep it off. Left him on one of the beds in A2. He seemed fine.
Amelia, I know something bad happened to you in A2. I want to help.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I found giant slugs on Evan's body. This case is already unbelievable.
You what? Well, shit. Maybe you will believe me. I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
I mean, given the fact that we've been seeing how many people, like, effused, as the term is, with, like, giant smiles on their face and just attacking people, pretty believable. How'd you get away?
Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone.
Got a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
Why didn't you tell anyone Evan attacked you?
Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it.
So, the slugs. Any idea what that's about?
I can't help you there.
Can't or won't?
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
Yeah, she knows. Fair enough. What are you? Oh.
Well, think it over.
How are you holding up?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being... scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking.
Okay, all I need to know.
What happens now, Inspector?
To you, nothing.
But I killed him. It's my fault he died.
You acted in self-defense. His death was an accident.
I guess so. Doesn't make me feel much better about it, though. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
Report to Lily Vargas. And Lily is, of course, back up there.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
I found O'Connell. He's dead.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
He attacked Amelia Stillwell, who unintentionally killed him in self-defense.
No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
I'm satisfied she's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
Also, Evan was covered in slugs when I found him.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
You want the facts? That's what I found out.
Noted. Just as I will note what you found in my report, which I intend to file, and then never look at again. Thanks for chasing Evan down and saving me some legwork. Of course, now I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Mm-hmm. I feel for you. Okay, now, let's head back to the penthouse. And before I talk to Ludovico, I'm gonna save. Alright.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used the Needler.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Enough talk. I'll find out whoever did this.
Make them suffer, Inspector.
Okay, so I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Birdie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
No kidding. Steam, he lost his temper at the picnic, but I think he regrets it.
Bertie has always had trouble controlling his temper. He's responsible for the untimely demise of more than a few toss-ball sticks at the end of a losing match. It's only natural to be suspicious. Helen's death was violent, and the two of them were close. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
Okay. By the way, Birdie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
I've completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Woolrich confessed to the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I finished my investigation into Jasmine Leva, the prophet of profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
She really wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
I'm still considering my options, but no, I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
I'll be back. Okay, so looks like we got to look into Mr. Sedgwick. Was it Sedgwick? Lockpick, that's what I wanted to. Okay, perks. Yeah, let's do this one. The range attacks inflict -1 armor rating for 10 seconds and can stack up to -10. Alright, so Felix. Oh, we get everyone here. Nice. Let's give him extra health. Nyoka. Oh, she needs to be leveled a lot, I think. Yeah. Increase your lie skill when Nyoka's in the party. I don't really want lying. Let's do the health. -20% radius of footstep sounds not bad. Let's do range damage. +20% damage to creatures, sure. Ooh, 100% location discovery experience. That's pretty cool. Sneak attack damage, nah. What do these do? Yeah, the increase and the equip time. We'll do all that. Her body. I do kind of like that one. And Sam, who I'm honestly never really going to use again. Stuns the target, leaving them unable to act for a short time. Sure. And ability damage. Okay. Speak to Cedric. Not Cedric, Cedric. So let's do that.
What floor would you like to...
I'm guessing he's on the... Oh, well, not... I meant the lobby. I'll take Ellie off, and I'll put... Nyoko. We haven't used her yet. Yeah.
What floor would you...
The lobby.
To the lobby.
Where is he? It's over here. So his office is not in the Grand Colonial. It's all the way here in the spaceport. A lot of transitioning. Oh, I've been here before.
You got an appointment? Appointment?
No.
Then get.
Look, I'm an investigator. I need to speak with Cedric.
No appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Not very friendly, are you?
They don't pay me to be friendly. They pay me to keep hooligans out of Mr. Kincannon's hair.
Come on, do I really look like a hooligan?
I'd say so. That said, it's possible Mr. Kincannon might enjoy talking to someone as personable as yourself. We'll see what he says.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
You're lucky, bitch. Excuse me, buddy. Oh, I thought your office would be, like, inside. You know, in an era of, like, space travel and, you know, computers and all that shit, not only is this guy writing stuff down, he's writing with what looks like a pencil.
Put that down, unless you intend to use it.
No, I'm sorry. It's not a pencil, it's a pen. I apologize. But still, instead of typing, he's writing.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume.
Later. First, I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk raptidons? Black hole birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
Nice flannel shirt, by the way. I had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did thugs get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Clearly, whoever's behind this wants to pit me against Slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
By the way, I'm sorry if you keep hearing, like, popping sounds. There are some fireworks going on outside because it's Canada Day. And I obviously live in Canada. So, yeah. Actually, hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Gosh, could it probably be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
That's your alibi? Seriously?
I could invent a better alibi than torture a man to death if you'd like. Perhaps something salacious, or one where I break contract bylaws. Lou would adore that. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Come on, Cedric. I'm trying to clear you here. I'm trying to clear you of murder here. Like, the snarky attitude is... Only I can do the snarky attitude, alright?
And I appreciate that, Inspector. The fact of the matter is, I know I didn't kill Helen, and I trust you fully and completely to find whoever did. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
Bet you make a killing selling tickets to her funeral.
Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Of course you do. I take it the guy you tortured wasn't the source of your missing cargo, then?
Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection to Helen's murder? Or, okay, what's gone missing specifically?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between...
Yeah. Okay, so what's the connection to Helen's murder?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. But
How?
The thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
So you're telling me if there's a rat infestation in the building, and then 3 days later there's a robbery, those two are correlated? Like, they're... What? I guess I can't guarantee the theft isn't related to the murder.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I'll say this once. Whoever's going behind this is going to jail, not to you.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Okay. Before I get started...
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Why does Ludovico hate you so much anyway?
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
Did you put a severed Raptidon head in his bed?
What? No. Law, no. Why in the architect's name would you think that? Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
So you fucking lied to him and now he's pissed off. By the way, in case you guys don't get the reference of the Raptidon head in the bed, that's from The Godfather, the movie, The Godfather. So you tricked him.
Think of it this way. It was a test, and he failed. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
You did steal what it was rightfully his.
Do you think power belongs to those who submit the proper paperwork requesting it? Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
Legitimate, sure. Respectable? No. And why do you care so much what the board thinks?
Because one day soon, Sublight will obtain a seat on it. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
Which, of course you are.
I wish I could wink, but it always looks like I have something caught in my eye.
The constable's dead, by the way.
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
Cedric, I have to ask, were you involved in her death?
No. I played no role in the good constable's death.
Any idea who might have wanted her dead?
None. I'm flummoxed. I'd nearly forgotten how that feels. It's quite unpleasant. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
Did you know the constable well?
Would it surprise you to hear that, despite being on opposite sides of the law, we were friends? That her loss comes as a sudden blow. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
I'm sorry. Constable Keene, she didn't deserve this. And I legitimately, she's probably one of my favorite characters on this planet. Because she was the one that treated me straight, you know what I mean? Like, none of this runaround shit.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
I have more questions about Helen.
Very well.
Did you have many dealings with her?
A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk.
And why did you help her?
Because she paid me to, Inspector. Besides, Helen was enjoyable company. She was confident, resourceful, determined. Not unlike you, now that I consider it.
If you didn't kill her, any idea on who would want her dead?
That is the question, isn't it, Inspector?
Mm.
Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy?
I don't fucking know anymore. I'm not here to play games, Cedric.
Good. That's good, Inspector. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily.
You know more than you're telling me.
I might. I just might. Your point, Inspector?
I literally just said I don't want to play games. You're getting away with less than you think.
Now that is interesting. I suppose we'll see, won't we? Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes.
That's all.
One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now. What, or who, made you decide to investigate me?
You're one of Eridanos' major players. It only makes sense. I mean, he knows it's Ludovico. But, I mean, I was going to question him anyway. Like, I would love to question Ludovico as well. Because, believe it or not, he's actually top of my list. Because that guy basically has access to everything. Like, he's like the owner, right? He's definitely high on my list.
Understandable. A man of my standing would naturally be tied up in all this, whether he wishes to be or not. Now then, did you need anything else?
Excuse me. So I will actually look around. I'm going to save, though, because I have not saved in a little while. And I would hate to have to do this all over again. Oh, this is outside. This a washroom? Close. I mean, there is a shower in here. Ooh. Nice guns.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Is there? Where?
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun on the bottom looks special. Actually, analyze the fingerprints.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
I mean, figures. Right, obviously. That gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch. Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I thought I'd be able to ask him more about the gun. Like, is he myopic? Oh, something else here.
This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Oh. Short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Moo.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
So, wild guess, the bug was planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Okay, conclude.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Okay. So what's over there? That's the foreman. Receiver location. I want to check that first. Is it in one of those houses? Like one of these things? No, it doesn't look like it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues as to who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
How long has it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Okay, let's take it. You know, I probably should go in all the rooms here. Wait, how can I get in there? Let's see, because I don't think I did this last time when I went into all of them. Nope. No. Wow, it's really popping out there. I'm really sorry if you can hear the popping, guys. Like, it must be annoying. It's kind of annoying to me. What was this? Oh, we saw this already. Hang on a second, guys. Yeah. Sure is a lot of them. Alright.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Thanks. Let's buy the ammo.
Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Can I talk to you at all? I cannot talk to you. Is that blood? That is blood on the wall.
So this is where Slug houses all its completely legally obtained inventory, hmm?
There's something over there. Alright, let's go check that area. Actually, let's go in here first. Slug guard. What is this? Closed lobby door.
Like a wrapped among the rocks.
I'm actually surprised, like the identity cartridge, we've only used that twice. I'm really surprised that doesn't come up more often. Oh my god.
Is Fight Night still on then?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
500 riding on Dr.
Yeah.
Who, taking it all.
You bet on a sprat named
Jesus
Dr.
Christ.
What's he a doctor of?
Victory.
There we go.
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual.
No kidding.
The sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Well, because we saw that they can't be infected. Sprats do have highly adaptive immune systems. Like we read, I guess we were supposed to come here earlier, but we read that parasites can't infect the sprats.
An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Why is the sprat so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
Okay, any idea what's going on with the sprat?
Sprats are hardy little shits. Their immune system fights off pretty much everything.
So what would anyone want with an unusually large sprat?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
Jesus. Interesting. Alright, so where's this person I'm supposed to talk to?
Slug certainly goes out of its way to make it seem like they're trying to hide their illicit activities. Quite the denial of reality.
So that gun I picked up was called All In, which sounds like an awesome name for a gun.
Hey there, little
Here's another
buddy.
one. Little. Is it sleeping? You guys are fucking nuts, man.
Wait, maybe this N-ray warning isn't decorative.
Decorative.
I didn't even know they made.
Raptidon erotica? You guys need to get out more. All right, Ella. What you got for
You're
me?
the inspector, aren't you?
Sure am.
Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
I'd call it closing a case, and it's the best part of my job.
Case. Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
All right, so what's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black?
Are they looking
Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
for the materials, maybe? Sounds like our perp's not fencing the stolen goods.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
I see what you mean about there not being a pattern.
Well, I'm no inspector. If there is one, I'm sure you'll find it.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe there's a problem with the automechs.
Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Sure am. Any idea who or why someone would want to bug Cedric's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it.
Okay, that's enough for now.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh, thank you. Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal.
Wah.
Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
It does. Hack 100, Jesus. You know what? I'm gonna hack it and not just use her keycard. Just in case the hacking actually uncovers more. Alright, let's try incoming. From B-Chan, it happened again. So let's start here. Benton, we're missing cargo again. Just random shit. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple of purple berry sodas. I can't see a pattern. We got all those Deadeye MK2s in the other day and not one of them went missing. So it's not like the skimmer's going for the most expensive cargo. As far as I can tell, shit's getting skimmed from the crates before they make it inside freight and storage and processing. Could someone be breaking into the shipping yard at night, you think? Pens? Soda? I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this shit, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the auto mechanicals. You can come look at them if you want, but you and I have better things to do than help you exact justice on a void damn pen thief. Okay, seriously? Ella, tell whoever snuck over to the shipping yard and messed with the loading automechs to go hell, will you? Those things break down enough as it is, and I'll be damned if I'm going to haul cargo around myself. Okay, outgoing. Let's see what she replied to seriously. Okay, but you have to admit, it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault they're so damn easy to hack. Seriously, a primal could do it. Okay, malfunctioning automechs. Oh, this one. In that case, there must be a problem with the automechs. I'll swing by when I can and see what's malfunctioning. Besides you, haha. And the missing cargo list. Okay, here's a list of what's gone missing so far, or at least everything I've noticed. See what I mean about there not being a pattern? 8 cases of purple berry punch, 2 boxes of pen, blue, 16 pallets of cacao milk, 300 small portrait images, Woolrich S. Additional shipping instructions, handle with care. Law, would I like to fold these in half? 3 Mark 7 cranial protectors, 7 sets protective clothing with safety harness, Aramid ballistics, 2 case lemon slap, 10 Spacer's Choice sabers, 25 cases of blasting agent, 3 boxes of dark matter bars, 4 cases of nanospank. I ask you, Benton, who would steal nanospank, let alone pictures of Spencer Woolrich? If the thief wasn't skimming from Cedric Kincannon of all people, I'd figure they were doing it for kicks and giggles. So it's also possible, with a list this big, a lot of this stuff is like meant to throw off. Like there's probably something specific that they wanted to take. Maybe the blasting agent? And all this stuff is meant to like throw people off. You know what I mean? Not take it as seriously. I don't need any of that. Is there anything else I can talk to her about?
Hi, Inspector.
Any hot spaceport gossip I should know about?
Keeping your ear to the ground, Inspector? I get it. Oh, I get it. You just missed Bertie Holcomb over at the Copper Bottom Cantina, if that's exciting to you. I'm a Hephaestus Hammers fan myself. Oh, and Burbage 3001 stopped by the warehouse the other day. Needed a replacement part for his synthetic tear dispensing system. I fixed him up.
I take it you're a Burbage 3001 fan?
Am I?
Are you?
Heck yes! He's just so shiny and capable and clean. So very clean.
About the missing cargo.
Happy to help however I can.
No, nothing. Alright, I'm off. Bye. So, what the hell is down there? What's in here? Oh boy, do I want to go in there. Oh, this is a restricted area of it. Okay, let's see, okay. Oh, I'm officially in a restricted area. Ah, I see, okay. So let's go out, reset it. And then... might as well repair my shit first while I'm here. Because my gun is almost done. So is my armor, apparently. Wonder if there's anything here. No. No.
Taking a break? Don't let the boss catch you.
Okay. Oh. Oh, it's Victor. Scared the hell out of me. I think it was just a way to get back here. So what is this? So this guy's gonna spot me.
What the?
Nothing happened. You didn't see shit. So, literally, what was the point? I don't get what the point of this area was. Because that literally did nothing for me. I mean, I picked up items, sure, but there was nothing special in there that I could see. Alright, what's... Oh, this goes back outside. Sure. Let's go investigate, shall we? Aha, a hacked one.
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scans for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Okay, and define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Jesus. Let's have a look. Save again, just in case this thing starts to go haywire.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Oh, fuck, I need 100 lockpick. I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated.
Wait, I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
What's on the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
What was in shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Alright, go and pummel me.
Kill mode, read.
Here they come.
You're bleeding out!
Is everyone gonna attack me?
Look out!
Okay, I didn't want that. So, given the fact that I just saved right before this guy, I'm going to take that.
Quietly now.
How do I access this thing's... Okay, I want... So it's at 100, right? What is my thing at right now? My engineering is at 74. So if I put Pervardi in my party...
What floor would you like to...
Because Pervardi's the engineering queen. $146. Oh, baby. Are we in luck? Or are we in... Well, I forgot the word I'm looking for. Are we in business? There, we're in business now. Alright, now let's try this again. Whee! Ah!
Loading automechanical. How can this...
Alright, Pervardi, think you could disable the failsafe?
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Disable the failsafe again?
Successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Yeah, okay. I got extra XP for it. View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
Okay, view it. Looks like this automech has instructions to skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. There was also an instruction to seal a specific package, shipment 6875.
Apology.
Yep.
Unit entering.
Alright, so now let's head back. Is this going to send me back to... Yeah, Cedric. Before I do that, let's head back to here and see what was on 6875. No. Yeah, outgoing, actually. So 6875. The blasting agent. I fucking knew it. 25 cases of blasting agent. Didn't I fucking call it? Yeah, baby. Alright. Oh, whoops. Tab. Exit. Let's see if she says anything about this.
Hi, Inspector.
Hi. I guess not. Alright, bye. Alright, Cedric.
Inspector. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I've solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Somebody bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The theft was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen.
Which is exactly what I thought.
I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Sneak 45, check your pocket. That's so funny. That is so funny. I kind of want to do that, but I also want to dramatically slam the receiver down. I'll do the sneak. It's because I don't think we'll ever do it again.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was. And whoever this device belongs to, that's your culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me.
Huh?
I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
I get it. She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal. Or you know what, corporate sabotage maybe?
I can't begin to guess at her motive. If it was to spit in my face, she'd be pleased to know she succeeded. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Seems like we found your motive, Cedric.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Indeed. Alright, back to the penthouse.
Inspector?
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Okay, I'll be back. I might as well increase my medical. I mean, my size is probably my lowest, yeah. Oh, let's just raise to that. Yeah. Okay. Do we have anything else to do? An unfinished accusation. If you're ready to answer this question of who killed Halcyon Helen, speak to Administrator Ludovico on the penthouse terminal and make your accusation. You're confident that you've investigated everyone who may have had a hand in Helen's death.
Inspector?
Alright, I know who killed Halcyon Helen.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
Yeah, I think he did. Birdie wouldn't do it. I really don't think it was Birdie. He's too much of an idiot, and he sincerely seemed, upset that she was dead, that she died. The profit of profitability, the fact that she really wanted to go to prison for her murder, when she fears that she'd be blackmailed if she doesn't, to me is a strong indication that she's not. Like, that's a stronger motive for her not to kill Helen, you know? Cedric Kincannon, he seemed extremely upset the fact that she was stealing from him, that, he was like, if she wasn't dead, I would have killed her anyway. That, to me, I don't think he did it. Spencer Woolrick, I don't think he would have killed her. He admitted to poison. Why would he not admit to killing her? It's Ludovico. That's my thought process anyway.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
Yeah. Oh, please. I knew you were guilty from the moment you called me. Yeah. Legitimately, I did. I thought it would be at least him or Cedric. Because hiding in plain sight is, like, obviously one of the smartest things you can do, right?
That's absurd. What do you think this is? Some two-bit crime drama where the villain gives himself away in the opening act?
I really do.
I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
You sound pretty defensive, Ludovico. Got something to hide?
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
This entire investigation is a farce. I'm done playing along.
If you have no proof, then you have no case, and I have no further use for you. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
No, what you need is a less obvious trap. How dumb do you think I am?
I appreciate your skepticism, Inspector, but this is not a trap. There's a security breach at my distillery. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
There's no answer. So guys, should we help him out, or...
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Oh, whoops. Alright, I guess I'll go save him.
What floor would you like to visit?
Exit the Grand Colonial, please. I'll take Pravarti, sure. Yeah. $500 meters? Where's his office? All the way there. Why isn't there a... Can I not port there, really? It looks like I haven't been here before.
Did I hear something? Oh, that's funny. I just wanted to make you smile.
Never felt so damn good in my life.
Don't mess with us.
I wanted to make you smile.
Gosh, it's actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Mm-hmm. Alright guys, let's do this. Receptionist.
Welcome, valued patron, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and sweets. Rizzo's is committed to bringing joy and happiness to our colony. Feel free to browse the various displays in front of you to learn about our... Ah, I see you've stumbled upon a little peek into our distillery. These tanks are hard at work brewing the wonderful...
Okay.
There ain't nothing at all exciting about Rizzo's Spectrum Brown.
Huh. I mean, since no one's here to stop me from doing some pilfering.
Got it. Heads down.
Oh, this is where they film Halcyon Helen. Right. It's kind of cool. Retro rockets. What is that? Monogram cigarette lighter. This lighter, inscribed with the initials HH, has featured prominently in each of Halcyon Helen's starring roles. Oh, this was a gift from an old flame. Ha! Never leave home without it. Never know when it could save your life. Well, it didn't save your life this time, did it, Helen? So, how would they get in and out? Is it through there? I guess so. Anyways. No warning, no trespassing. Okay, I can't get in through that way. So where do I go? This way? No, that's sealed. That's the restroom. Is there a button? Okay. Help no longer needed. Don't inquire within. Reception terminal. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Happy, 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 happy. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. Did you have a thing on your neck? No. So I need to go down. How do I go down? Is that a gun in there? That is a gun in there. I'm not gonna read that. Recharge. Oh, doy. There was another door in here.
Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the premises. Rizzo's is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
Mild hallucination.
You can have my samples, Captain. I'm gonna pass on the mild hallucinations.
No kidding. So there has to be a way from here. Is there a button where I can switch it off? The do not disturb? I don't know, guys. I don't really know where to go here. Ah, there's a different way in. I see.
Nice hit!
Yeah, that's funny!
This beast is your friend! Not gonna let no one bring me down! Neil, happy workers make for happy customers! Get it out! I'll show you happiness! I just want to be your friend!
Is there still more?
Got 'em all.
It's a lot of blood. Alright, I guess we're gonna reveal what's going on.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
No, that's a fair question. You want to explain how you're still alive?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Two people inhabiting the same life. Existentially challenging, philosophically speaking. My condolences. Must feel like you literally lost part of yourself.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
What plan are you talking about?
My plan to save Halcyon. I'm not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for the administrator.
He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's horrible little family of grinning idiots. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that
Really?
flackwit of a mascot. They were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene? She was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
I've heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
I mean, I'm definitely not siding with Ludovico. But I think Helen, whatever this person's name is, the Belinda's sister, I don't know if she said her actual name, she's going too far. I'm helping you, Helen, but once we're out of here, I expect answers.
It's a deal.
A far better choice than Ludovico, though Ms. Bellamy does seem a bit obsessed.
Yeah, no kidding.
But then again, some of us may have had a few issues with that ourselves.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Let's move. I'll level afterwards. I don't know if we're on a timer or not, so I'm just gonna hurry.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Oh.
There. I've opened that door for you.
Thank you.
Looks like he sealed the door. Let's try throwing that switch down there. That should get us through.
Switch over there.
operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
There must be some kind of pesticide, benign to human, lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
I'll meet you there.
See you soon, Inspector.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm not walking through all that. I'm just gonna pour it right to the penthouse. Let's save here. Might as well level up while I'm here. Medical, I guess, yep. Fourth drug mixing slot for the inhaler. I probably should see about putting stuff in the inhaler. Sure, this one.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Sorry, this must be difficult for you.
I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not going to sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Huh. So your immune system could destroy the parasites before the larval stage.
Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
Oh, you mean sprat nucleons? They're commonly used in medical experiments. Or I should be able to synthesize an effective parasitic. Let's do that one.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Not so fast. Let me borrow your needler.
Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the back?
Pretty much. Hand it over.
All right, if it makes you feel better. Here. You take good care of my needler, and it'll take good care of you.
Holster the gun.
There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
You killed innocent people. Do you really think I'm okay with that?
Yes, Inspector. I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
What exactly happened between you and Constable Keene?
Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? I spoke to her in her office. I told her everything. Belinda, Ludovico, the parasites, all of it. Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage, and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry she was, and I told her the same thing. And then I shot her. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do?
By the way, I just realized I'm a fucking idiot. I know what her name is. It's Ruth. The person that we've been reading about this whole time. Like in all the terminals. The sister was Belinda. Belinda was killed, not Ruth. This is Ruth. Sorry, guys. Just caught up in the moment. I completely forgot about everything else. Anyways. I would have made them pay.
So you do understand. Was there anything else?
I wanted to ask you about Belinda.
I'm not accustomed to talking about Belinda. But I'm also not accustomed to the kind of sympathy you showed me earlier. So I'll make an exception for you. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen. But she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen. But to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda. And she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
People know you're Ruth Bellamy. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself secret?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
She was important to you. If I were you, I'd want revenge too.
What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico.
So nobody else knew you had a twin sister?
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
I'd say you went pretty far. You two became Halcyon's best paid stars.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
That's all I wanted to know.
I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity.
Bertie was carrying this datapad. I think it's yours.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected. everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only 2 people in the universe knew that language.
Give her the data pad. Here, take it.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
So what exactly happened on the night of the murder?
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
That's when he decided to hunt him down.
Something like that. I had a problem I had to sort out first. You were an unknown variable. I didn't know what to make of you. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just 1 step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, 1 step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You would have lost that fight.
I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.
Can you tell me the whole story?
It's a long story, Inspector.
Reach for a cigarette, I guess. Then you better get started.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos, shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go, but I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Why didn't Belinda want to go?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
What made her change her mind?
Nothing. She took the job when I did. Belinda was an idealist, and her ideals died with her. Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
Except for the temper problem. I found the ruined picnic.
Bertie has a dreadful temper. I was worried about Belinda for a while, but she told me he'd never lay a finger on her, and I took her at her word. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
So you made your way to the orchards and left me my first clue.
The Purpleberry Orchards was the heart of Ludovico's operations. I knew I'd find some answers in the R&D lab. I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
I won't let that happen.
I can't do this without your help. I tried doing this on my own once, and look what happened. I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Don't blame yourself.
I wish it were that easy. Still, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
No. No, leveling up again. We'll do some more of the, I guess I'll do 5 here and then 5 there. That way we'll bring it up to 80 for each one. All right, and we'll save it there. It seems like there's still quite a bit to go. Probably, I don't know, maybe another half hour, 45 minutes or so. I mean, this video is running way too long as it is. But Jesus Christ, like what a fucking revelation. I knew it was Ludovico. I didn't know, but I had a really, really strong suspicion that it was Ludovico from the beginning. At least between Ludovico and Cedric, like I mentioned. I didn't think it would be Keen. Although, I mean, she's just as viable a suspect as anyone else, really. But once I saw her dead, I'm like, well, that's Keen gone anyway. So I didn't think Cedric or Ludovico would die off. But never in like a million years would I have guessed the twist, the best kept secret in the Aetherwave, that the Bellamy's are twins, that they're Bellamy's to begin with. You know, I would never have guessed that. And on top of that, it wasn't even Ruth that was dead. It was the twin sister, Belinda. That's a crazy revelation. Very, very like TV drama revelation, but it fits right with this sort of quest. So it's cheesy, but I like it. It's entertaining. You know, it got me. I will admit it got me. It's kind of a cool revelation, but it's cheesy at the same time. Really, really cheesy. So yeah, I guess next time we'll deal with Ludovico once and for all, hopefully, and not send the Spectrum Brown throughout the galaxy, throughout all the Halcyon colonies, and get everyone not only drunk but fucking high on life for the rest of their lives with a parasite in their brain. So yeah. So that'll be for next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.